Look at that lamp.
It's just... What's the point?
No, look at it.
It's a lamp.
Yes.
Or is it?
Yes. How the hell am I going to edit this?
Wagwan.
Wagwan. Oh, hello. I'm here with Julia, and we're going to be playing a little game called The Beginner's Guide. Do you know anything about this?
I have no idea.
Why are we playing it?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is a special video for one subscriber out there. This is for Timmo Warner, the person who bought this game for us.
Aww.
And the reason we're doing it today is because it's his birthday. So happy birthday, Timmo. No, we're not singing. He's not that special. So, literally don't know anything about this. Should we just dive right on in?
Yeah.
Cool, let's do it. Yeah.
Sure.
That's important. That was just this is a beginner's guide to video games.
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Hello.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a Not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his at one point he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder.
Ha!
So, you know,
What
this was
wit.
just his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also have...
You should see Jules' face at this point. She looks like you just want to kill yourself.
So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at davey. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
I don't know where this is going
I'll show you
at
the
all.
date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Oh my god.
What did you just do?
Nothing, it's just giving me a gun.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
What is going on?
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't
spoiler
even
alert.
them when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Is this a lecture or a game?
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Oh,
The game
good.
has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced...
Yeah, let's slow the pace down a moment.
And then die. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Again.
Good.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Your face, you hate stuff like this, don't you? I love it. I love the kind of meta weirdness of it all. I'm enjoying this.
Good.
I can't move. I know, I literally can't move.
You've got arrows.
In this game, you can only walk backwards. So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
That was cool. What did you think of that game? Out of 10?
3.
3. Oh, there's another room through there that we didn't even spot, you see? Layers upon layers, it's like an onion.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works.
Yeah, worked really well. I loved it. Jules loved it.
Next one.
Next, yeah, let's move on.
I can sort of see why this guy just put these games in the bin.
Cast.
And that's it. Okay,
That was it!
The theme won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see.
What did you think of that one out of 10? A 2! You're slipping, mate, you're slipping.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
But I get the feeling there's going to be some twists in the tale, and I don't know. It's
Something's got to happen.
not necessarily. Don't take anything for granted. There's been no promises of anything happening so far, so...
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Are you not intrigued? Are you not absolutely wrapped with
No.
excitement to see what's behind this door?
It'll probably be a room that you can only jump in. A circle.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games. Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
It's probably going to turn out like he died or something tragic like
I know.
that.
Or committed suicide or something.
What did you think of that last game?
That's
Out-
alright.
out of
It was
10?
a good metaphor. I thought I liked that metaphor.
Metaphor for...
As he said, it's a slow climb to get to know to me, but when you do, you find I'm warm.
Oh, I literally wasn't listening. I was
No,
just
you
looking at all the
weren't.
text on the walls. Out of 10, what did you think of that?
That's alright. 2.
A 2. Consistent. His texture work's getting better, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that orange.
It's good orange.
It's good
It's
orange.
like an... it's like a
Tangerine dream.
burnt umber.
Okay.
The burnt umber is the...
Terracotta is the left.
Okay, terracotta. See, this is good. Coda has gotten us talking about that shade of orange.
Yes.
That is quite a
Because
visionary
there's
thing.
nothing else happening.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it. don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Why?
Why not? Holy crap!
So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
This is brilliant, I love it. What do you think of that game out of 10? Was that solid 2 as well? Had a puzzle in it.
There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them.
I cannot wait. I'm genuinely intrigued here. Your face.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game has what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines,
Good engine.
Source has certain things that
It's Julia's favourite.
It has certain things that it...
This is the game equivalent of a David Firth animation. It actually reminds me a lot of David Firth's work, and I think that's why I like it so much.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you in. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
No, I want to do that for an hour.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda
The music sounds like the
promise, I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
it's like alpha beats that make you go to sleep.
It's very,
Sound wavy.
yeah, soundscapey, Boards of Canada. I think that, yeah, that's half the reason why it reminds me of David Firth. He uses a lot of these kind of soundscapes in his work.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
The music does
It's making
wear
me
on
feel
you.
ill.
So this game's making you feel ill. What do you give this one out of 10? I'm loving it, personally.
Alright.
Okay. It's alright out of 10.
All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up.
This reminds me of Dark Souls.
On this very level. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is gonna happen if you read all of them.
Do you want to read all of them, or...?
To me, they can be
Should we
as
just...
I see this person.
I wish I'd put the camera on you for this Let's Play.
Feelings.
Now, what I'm wondering is whether Timmo, as it was bought for us,
Yes.
did he have an inkling
But it's
that
ironic,
you'd be
isn't
like,
it?
yeah, this is
In playing
amazing,
this
and I'd be
game
like,
and seeing how
what?
He might have
What's going
done.
on?
I think he knows us quite well. I think he probably realised that I dig this kind of
I
thing
have to be honest
because
with you. This
you know,
idea is
quite
really seductive.
pretentious, and you would hate this because you like your experiences a bit more gratifying and...
Yeah, but this isn't even delayed gratification.
Is your complaint that there is no gratification
There's
whatsoever?
just nothing.
Because it felt
What's
like
the
they let me
point?
have that connection.
He's telling a story about him and his friends.
Personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
And it's so wanky.
It's so wanky. That's going to be the video title, I think. No, I think this is excellent. I'm hooked on the story. I want to find out what the deal is between him and Coda. I want to find out what happened to Coda. I want to see I feel like it's leading up to something magnificent, and you can't see that, and that saddens me. That really saddens me. I think you're going to miss out, because you're going to throw a hissy fit and go to bed in a moment, and I'm going to have to carry this on my own. So when I see you back in this room at 5 a.m. when you get up for work and walk in and you're like, are you still up? Then don't expect me to tell you what you've missed out on, because I won't.
What are they saying?
It's random stuff, like that one said Devil Tower Star. Maybe I'll feel real someday.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
It's almost like a diary.
And because there's this dark area between the
Jules has given up. Jules is just looking at Twitter on her phone.
before you move on,
Or cat pictures, one of the two. I don't like that at all. Oh, the typewriters. I thought I was being chased by something.
Even the reviews are wanky.
Go on, give me one of the reviews.
it's gonna kind of just
Do
spin
not
its
look
own
at the
wheels
score.
for a few
There is
minutes.
no way to quantify or qualify the beginner's guide. From a scale of 1 to 10, all you can measure is how much
Triangle.
it's connected with you.
Yeah, that's good. I agree.
Do you want to hear a bad review?
A bad review of this game. Who left it a bad review? Did you write this?
No.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
This bit's
Really?
weird for weirdness' sake.
Just this bit?
Yeah, just this bit.
Just this bit?
Yeah, he's just shaking it up a little
Wow.
bit. Anyway, go on. Read this bad review.
What a waste of $8, and this is on the online
Wasn't my money,
price.
it's Timmo's. I don't care.
And time out of my life. The game is worse than a trash games within the game. The beginner's guide is an anti-game. It's just meaningless collection of incoherent junk.
Yeah,
No real
anti-game.
gameplay.
That's what I want to see.
I'm done.
You finished. You've not been asked anymore.
No.
Okay.
Thanks, Timmo.
Cheers, Timmo. Yeah, no, this was. It's been an experience. I may carry this on myself. I don't know what the response to this is going to be in the comments. How the hell am I going to edit this? Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know. Maybe I'll just carry it on for literally just Timmo over on the Patreon channel, which you can get access to by clicking there if you want. But otherwise, yeah. Thank you so much, Timmo. Thanks, Jules. I'm glad you've been along for this ride and enjoyed this. And maybe we'll play some more. Maybe we won't. Either way, I'll see you next time. Oh, goodbye.
Hey, goodbye.
I'm not going to tell you what happens in this game. I'm just going to play it and let you know. And the YouTube video, just so you can't cheat, I'm going to make sure the YouTube video is like 90 minutes long as well.
I'll just skip to the end.
I'll hide the I'll hide the ending in the middle of the video somewhere.
I probably won't
I'll
watch
do a
it.
memento thing. I'll switch it around so you'll
I
never
probably
know.
just won't watch it then.
No.
No.